Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all, everybody, for rocking with us as we progress through the night. We are moving into our final segment of the night. Of course, we lost our sister Ashley and we lost our sister Evandra debuting here on the show here tonight. We appreciate them and their contribution to the show. I'll have more thank yous and all those things later on in my rant and in my closing. But as we do every single week, we give every single person an opportunity to close out the show. Everybody that's here at the end. This dude is sipping on some Champipple. My brother, Mr. 3375, he's sipping on his Champipple, his pimp juice. What you got, brother?
All I gotta say is tomorrow is a big day. I encourage everybody to go out and vote, whoever you're voting for, because our voice do matter. I will be out there some point in time tomorrow, so everybody just get out there and vote. And also, don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram at Mr_3375, Twitter _Mr_3375, and Facebook Mr.3375. I'm the only one on there.
Ain't no half stepping. Hey, look, you the only one on there with that damn name. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. I'm always happy when I look across the table and I see my brother Big Rube in the room. It's time for him to smash him, Big Rube. Let's get a smash in here, brother. What you got?
Wow, man. All this Super Tuesday talk makes me not want to talk about Super Tuesday, so I won't. That's self-explanatory. Do what you need to do tomorrow. However, I want to talk about last night. Thought last night was interesting. You know, you had Chris Rock talking about some stuff on the Oscars. You know, at the end of the night, they played Fight the Power. Interesting. For some reason. But the most important thing is what people didn't see. Yo, it's official. Morgan Freeman is the cookie thief, yo. At the end of the show, Chris Rock's up there with some Girl Scout cookies. Morgan Freeman's like, let me get some of those, Chris. He's up there talking about whatever. You know, as the credits are coming on, he comes, snatches a couple cookies and rolls out. On national TV, this dude snatches a couple cookies from Chris Rock and rolls out. He ain't win no Oscar. Heck, the group who won the final award was still up there. And he came and did what he did. Why? Because he's Morgan Dan Freeman. Morgan Freeman can do what he wants. And because of that, he's in a whole bunch of good movies and then a whole bunch of bad ones. But that's okay. Because, you know, the true winner of the black people yesterday was Morgan Freeman. Why, you ask? He was at the Oscars. He ain't win nothing. But really, he won something that everybody else wanted. Those Girl Scout cookies that he took from Chris Rock. Because real talk, if that was me and I had a chance to get some Girl Scout cookies from Chris Rock, I probably wouldn't have got close enough. I would have got jumped. So he lived for all of us out there. Thank you, Morgan Freeman. I hope those do-si-dos were good. But more importantly, hey, man, I can't wait till your new movie comes out. I'm not going to tell you what movie it is because I ain't getting paid by them. But this is Big Rouge to smash. Hey, look, if you want something bad enough, go get it. But sometimes you accidentally might have to take it.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. It's time for my big sis to let every single listener know why she is, in fact, a grown woman.
You know what, y'all? Tomorrow is Super Tuesday. It is March 1st. It is the beginning of a 30-day drink off for me. My birthday is coming. And don't forget, I do accept gifts. Anyway, it was a good day. I'm a little dragged out today. I'm a little tired, in case you can't tell. But it's all good. I'm still here. Thank y'all for listening. And I will see you next Monday.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. I want to thank every single person who participated in the show tonight and aided in making this a dope show. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. airs every single Monday night here on Legacy Internet Radio. Of course, we are the flagship show, heard live from the Den every Monday from 7 p.m. Eastern until we finish. On Tuesday nights, we hit in live in radio, hosted by Mr. LP Steven Sykes. On Wednesdays, we play Latin music, Saber Latina. Every single Wednesday night, playing all kinds of Latin music, salsa, merengue, reggaeton. We appreciate your patronage in listening to those songs on Wednesday nights. On Thursdays, All Throttle Radio, the biker show from an urban perspective, fronted by New Breed, as well as Throttle King MC. So we appreciate you guys checking them out. On Fridays, Friday night go-go, we playing go-go music on Friday evenings. Saturdays during the day, we are playing replays of the talk shows throughout the week. So if you missed anything, you can definitely make sure that you catch up with the show on Saturday during the day. And of course, at Saturday evening, you hear Deep House Sessions with our sister DJ Renee Melendez. Get your baby powder ready, get your towel, because you're going to sweat when you're listening to our sister go in. After that, we are listening to the Bob Marley and the Family Reggae Mix. Reggae all night going into Sunday mornings when we play Amplified Gospel. Amplified Gospel is our gospel show, and we look forward to bringing to you spirituality and whatever it is that you need every single Sunday throughout the day. And then, debuting this Sunday, we are 100% happy and proud to bring to you the debut of our newest show here on Legacy Internet Radio. We're bringing you Twa After Dark. Twa After Dark is a show that we are bringing to you from Legacy Internet Radio. It is fronted by a couple of sisters, one married, one single mom. They're both moms. And it's basically about their relationships. It's about their conversations that they've had. They give their own perspective to the subjects of sex and relationships. Twa After Dark can be heard right here on Legacy Internet Radio starting this Sunday from 6 p.m. until on Eastern Time. And then, of course, whenever we don't have a show, we're playing music. The day they just play that, we'll play pretty much anything here on the station. So we appreciate you guys checking us out. Special thank you to our sponsors, Live Action Captions and Free Spirit Enterprises. We appreciate you patronizing them. Thank you to everybody who made tonight's show real dope. That includes our brother Hakeem, who was listening in New Jersey, our brother K-Dub, who was listening down in Atlanta, our sister Kizzy Henderson right here in Richmond, Virginia. She is the founder and CEO of Rep VA Radio. We appreciate her. Of course, our sister Michelle K down in the Tidewater area. Special thank you to those folks who joined us in studio, including our brother Jay Grizzy Green. We appreciate our sister Ashley. Of course, we appreciate our sister Evandra Catherine joining us for the very first time here on Legacy Internet Radio. We hope that we see her again. And a very, 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 very special thank you to our featured guest of the night, our sister Lyric, who joined us in the first half of the show. She's our singer. She's a songwriter. She's from Tappahannock, Virginia, and she brought to the airways of Legacy Internet Radio some real dope music fronted by her newest single, My Way, which is the lead single off of her new EP, My Way, that's going to be dropping sometime in the month of March. So we look forward to hearing from Lyric and hoping to bring you some more of her music. At this time of the show, we always profile a missing and or exploited child. Tonight is no different. We're looking for Jade Rodwell. Jade Rodwell is missing from right here in the Cap City, Richmond, Virginia. She's been missing since April 14, 2015. She's a 16-year-old black female with black hair, brown eyes. She stands 5 foot tall, even, and weighs 180 pounds. She was last seen on April 14, 2015, wearing a pink jacket, blue jeans, and white tennis shoes. If you've seen Jade Rodwell, please contact the Richmond, Virginia Police Department at 804-646-5125 or contact the Missing Children website, missingkids.com, or contact them at 1-800-LOST, 1-800-843-5678. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. So at this time of the show, I always end up closing it out with my rant, and I end up closing it out with my closing. Tonight, obviously, is no different. What I want to basically share with you guys is Super Tuesday. You know, there's been a lot of allusions to Super Tuesday as we've gone through the show tonight. Tomorrow is, in fact, Super Tuesday, where you've got a lot of delegates that are going to be available for those folks who are running for the presidency of the United States. And to be honest with you, I really don't know who I should tell people to go out and vote for. You know, I know when I get into the polls, I know who I'm very likely going to vote for. I'm probably going to vote for Bernie Sanders, but that doesn't mean that I think that, you know, he's the greatest guy and he's the person that's destined to lead our country into the next 4 years. He just happens to be the lesser of all the evils, because the reality is I don't like any of these people. I don't like any of these people. I don't like any of these people. Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, Rafael Cruz, Marco Rubio, Ben Carson, John Kasich. I'm just not fond of any of them. And the unfortunate reality is, this is the first time in my adult life that I have to go to the polls and vote for a president I don't care for. I don't care for any of these people. But I will tell you that it's important to make sure that we exercise our right. It's very difficult to be a part of the discussion about the things that have gone wrong when you have not made any attempt to make yourself a part of the discussion about how to make things right. And so while it's odd sometimes to go to the polls and vote for someone that you don't necessarily care for, I would rather do that than not exercise any rights at all. You know, I was talking to a person recently, I mentioned this earlier on in the show, where I talked about how, you know, if you don't go and vote for someone, they're not going to win. There's no way they can win. Even though I don't think that Bernie Sanders is someone that could win in a general election against a bunch of the people on the right side, I think that it's very important to at least exercise your vote for him. Because, you know, Barack Hussein Obama was that person who nobody thought that he could win. And so the fact of the matter is, you went and you tried. And guess what? He ended up being a 2-term president. So if you think Bernie Sanders is your guy, then you need to go and vote for Bernie Sanders. If you think Hillary Clinton is your gal, then you need to go and vote for her. If you think Donald Trump is your guy, if you think Ben Carson, Rafael Cruz, Marco Rubio, John Kasich, if you think these are the people who you want to rock with, then you got to go to the polls. To assume that they can't do anything because they can't do anything is not the way to go. You got to try. If you don't try, if you don't vote, then you don't get to have an opinion. You get to be in the shut the hell up class for yours truly. That's my Marcus's unrelated rant. It ain't got nothing to do with what I'm in here talking about tonight. Well, it's kind of a little bit, but not a whole lot. I want to remind everybody that we will replay the show in its entirety immediately following this airing. So as quick as I can get it uploaded is as quick as I can get the replay going. I want to remind everyone that independence is the key to building your legacy. I also want to say peace to all the stars and all of the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. We finished under 3 hours, y'all. Ha ha. First time in like 5 months. Back next week, y'all. Peace.
I'm